The Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 15, The Yoga of the Supreme Reality. Krishna spoke. They tell of a tree that is eternal, having its roots above and branches below, whose leaves are the sacred hymns of self-revealed knowledge. The one who knows this is a knower of the Vedas. Its branches spread below and above, nourished by the gunas, with sense objects as its sprouts, and below its roots stretch forth promoting action in the world of beings. Its form cannot be perceived in this world, nor its end, beginning, or its existence. Cutting this tree by the axe of non-attachment, that abode must be sought from which, having gone, no one returns. With the aspiration being, I take refuge in that original spirit from whence the primeval energy streamed forth. Without arrogance or delusion, with the errors of attachment conquered, dwelling constantly in the Supreme Self, with desires withdrawn, released from the dualities of pleasure and discomfort, undiluted souls go to that imperishable realm. Neither the sun, nor moon, nor fire illumines that place to which, having gone, no one returns. That is my supreme abode. A mere fragment of myself, becoming involved as a soul among the living in the realm of nature, attracts to itself the senses, of which the mind is the sixth. When the soul acquires a body, and when departing it, it takes the senses and mind like the wind takes sense from their source. Using hearing, sight, touch, taste, and smell, the embodied soul enjoys the objects of the senses. The soul, acting in relationship to the gunas, is not perceived by those whose awareness is veiled, while those who have the eye of knowledge do perceive it. Rightly resolved practitioners of yoga perceive the divine nature in the self. The unintelligent and undisciplined seekers, though striving to perceive the divine nature, do not. That brilliance of the sun which illumines the solar system, know that brilliance to be mine. Entering the earth, I nourish all beings with energy, and having become the watery moon, I nourish all herbs and plants. Having become the digestive fire, I abide in the bodies of all beings. Joining with prana and apana, I transform the various kinds of food. I have entered the hearts of all beings. From me come memory and knowledge, as well as their loss. I alone am that which is to be known in all the Vedas. I am the author of the Vedanta and the knower of the Vedas. There are two aspects of consciousness in this world, the perishable and the imperishable. All emanated beings are perishable. The unchanging is called the imperishable. But the transcendent being, the Supreme Self, is other than these, and entering the three worlds of the Eternal Lord supports them. Because I transcend the perishable and the imperishable, I am known as the Supreme Spirit. The one who, without delusion, knows me as the Supreme Spirit is omniscient and worships me without reservation. Thus, this most secret doctrine has been taught by me, when, having awakened to this, one becomes wise and fulfills all duties. In the Upanishad of the Bhagavad Gita, the science of the Absolute, the scripture of yoga, and the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, thus ends the 15th chapter, entitled Purushottama Yoga, the yoga of discernment of the field of nature and the supreme reality.